Welcome back to the channel. If you've been here before, you know a couple videos ago I was talking about this in here. As you can see, the plants came in for it, and then we've got a bunch of other flowers, pineapple, etc. to go in front of it. This pot here is going to be cut, and I'll be putting it, it'll be balanced a little bit better now, but it'll be up on top there and make a little fountain. This is a 25 gallon, and I'll just show you the sticker. And then in here I've got, this is a little electric pump that will just be plugged in back behind here, and this, trying it out, little solar pump. We'll see if it does anything. It's supposed to be a fountain. I've already opened them both, checked them out, see what they have in there, tested this little guy, but let's get some stuff done here. Welcome back to the channel, and let's see what kind of mess I can make today. As you can see, I got some cutting done. I did not bring you along for it because I didn't know how well it was going to go. This piece, I just got to have it wedged in there right now. Pretty solid. The idea is this will fill up with water. Water will then spill out the top here. So, helps if I show you. That's the idea. Anyway, it's a pretty rough cut, but I don't have the technology here at my apartment to be able to get a nice smooth cut, so did what I could for it. But I've got that done, and I suppose I need to get the pump sorted, and I need to get, because the pump will be going up through the little hole there, and then I'm going to have to seal that. And then I've got to get a ton of water in the other container. So let me get the pump out. And I went ahead and put you on the tripod so it's easier for me. So the first pump is this Polaco submersible water pump. I just went ahead and got it off of Amazon. As you know, my channel is pretty small, so we don't have sponsored posts or sponsored videos or anything like that, which means if it doesn't work, I can tell you. Let me get a better view here. So everything's detachable, cleanable, small size. It is pretty small. As you can see, the box fits pretty easily in my hand. Mentioned earlier, I went ahead and took this apart so I could test it as soon as it came in, because I wasn't ready to actually work on the project. A nice bit of tubing. And then we have the pump itself. So we have the pump here, the little light thing, which I'm not sure what I'm going to do with. The lights are already attached to the pump, as you can see. Very big long cord, so that should be nice and easy. We have, if it'll focus, there we go, a couple adapters, and just a matter of putting it all together. Sorry for the pause there. My phone just dinged at me here, and I've apparently got a severe thunderstorm warning and some storms coming here. So I am under, like right above me here is the second floor, so I am under cover should it start raining. But if it starts to storm, then I'll be cutting recording short here today, and we'll have to pick it up again tomorrow because it is starting to get later in the evening. But in the meantime, I went ahead and I have the plug, put it into the, that's not a plug, adapter plugged into the end of the hose here, and that, as you may imagine already, just fits into the pump. So the idea is I am going to take the end of the hose here, stick it in the hole, and as you can see, it's way too long. Can't really see it. There we go. Way too long, so I am going to cut this accordingly because I want the pump to be in the water and it doesn't have to be as long as that. So I want it to be under the water a ways, so I'm gonna probably cut it somewhere in there. Alright, so cut extra hose. That can go over there for now. So it's a lot shorter now. Hold on 1 second. Well, it looks like I'm going to be pausing recording here for a little bit. The neighbor's kids are out and making it extremely loud and distracting, and they keep running down here past my place. So I'll be back here shortly. Well, we're a couple days later. I know that last bit I said about the severe thunderstorm, and then there were a bunch of children out running around and stuff like that, and I'm trying to make it so you guys can actually hear me and not hear people screaming and yelling at their children. The downsides of living in an apartment, I guess. But what I didn't bring you along for in the last couple days was I sealed this, put the tube in there. It has been a couple days. It has finally dried out because it wasn't very warm here the last couple days. And then this is slowly getting filled. It's got quite a bit to go. So I'm going to get this filled up, and then we'll be back for me to put this in here, and we'll see what the pump does. Hopefully everything works. Alright, so I've got you on a tripod now. Got, as you can see, more water in there. I have also adjusted focus. You can adjust the flow on this, so I've adjusted it for a little bit less flow because I don't want it shooting everywhere the minute I put it in there. So first run, yeah, dry run here. Well, not dry run, obviously, but first attempt, we'll see if it does what I wanted it to do, and then we'll adjust from there. But this isn't, my channel's not perfect. If you've seen on any of my other videos, I kind of just wing it. That's what I'm doing here. It doesn't hurt to try something, so let's try it, and I'll bring you along with me for the attempt. I'll leave that there so you can see what it does. Hopefully this doesn't just spray everywhere. I don't know if you can't really see that, can you? I mean, almost sprayed out the top. But it is filling that up, so we'll give it a minute here while I put this down and adjust it so you can kind of see that. Let's see if it fills up here. While we're waiting for that, as you can see, it has this kind of hard to see LED.
I just ate a gigantic salad.
Alright, so I don't know if you noticed at the end of the last video, move my chair, end of the last video I was starting to mess around with the back of this here. So what I ended up doing, because it kept trying to sit crooked, I have some little pieces of wood there to hold it up so it's more even. And as you can see, I also filled it up with a lot more water. I did test it last night. I've got the light here, so it's further out, reflects nicely. I'll get some evening shots here, but I think I'm ready. I know I've got to figure something out with this to make it look prettier, but bear with me, that'll come in time, and I'll do a little update when I do figure that out. Ouch. So, I have some plants here to go in it. These are just cuttings off of my one of my aquarium tanks. They are in a little pot that has aqua soil in it, and you can maybe make the cutout of the I just forgot what they're called, coffee filter that's holding it in. So they have plenty of nutrients. I'm going to put those in there. And then we have, they're still trying to get into better shape here, but I have some water lettuce and some water hyacinth, but those are all going to go in so that they can float around and we'll get the water running. And then we have, let's see, we have these marigolds here, a couple of different varieties, and then we have these little lavenders here to go in front, and as you can see, we're starting to come on, focus. There it goes. Starting to get some little flowers on it. This little guy I need to replant, which get ready for. And then we have, of course, pineapple and some lilies, and those will all be going around here, which is why they're up on this. And I've got this up on the pallet here. I know it doesn't look great, but I've got it up on a pallet to get it off of the concrete, because this concrete here during the summer gets supremely hot. So let me get you back on the tripod. I'll get the plants in, we'll get it running, and then we'll get some of the flowers around it, and you can kind of see what it looks like. Alright, so we got the aquarium plants here going first. We lost a few leaves there. It's alright. That happens, they will grow nice and tall and actually grow up a little bit out of the water. Alright, so we got the plants in. Let's get the water running. And then I will get the plants down around the front of this so you can kind of see what the idea is that we're going for here. And that'll take a second. So it's on, it's filling this one up, and then it should run out. Hopefully it'll look fine. After I moved it, it should be a little bit more balanced now. So give that a second while I grab some plants. What's nice is these little guys should be helping with keeping the mosquitoes away. Of course I say that and I see one flying around right here. So that's running. Let me get the rest of the big plants moved here, and then I'll show you more of what it finally looks like. I guess it helps if I show you the whole thing, huh? So we've got the lilies, we have lavender, the marigolds. This guy got some water, so he's springing back up. More lavender and pineapple. We've got our floating plants in the pond, which as you can see is running nicely. Have our water, our little light in there, our little aquarium plants. So, this will be our little, ignore the garden soil, but we'll be sitting out here and able to enjoy this. And it was pretty easy to use, really easy to put together. It didn't really cost a whole lot. So if you guys are interested in doing something like this and want to know like how much I spent on different things, where I got the stuff, just leave a comment. I'll be happy to, tell you. And we'll go from there. And I'll leave you with some shots here of this. And then I'll get some shots here this evening as well. So you can see it kind of at night, because you can't really see the effects of that light during the day. So let me get some more shots here for you.